Well, good Saturday morning. Pastor Ben here. It's Saturday, it's not Friday, but Sunday's coming. I hope you're having a good weekend, and I'm sorry I couldn't get a video out last night, but just wanted to share a couple of things with you anyway, ahead of this Friday, or ahead of this Sunday, rather. So, a couple of announcements for you to be aware of. I know in my life and in our family, we love Taco Tuesday. So this Sunday, we're going to have Taco Sunday. Plan to stay after church. We're going to have a taco bar. Bring some stuff that would go with tacos. So if you have some taco fillings, you have a special thing that you like putting in tacos, bring that. Share that with us. But let's have a great time of fellowship following service this Sunday for Taco Sunday. It'll be a great time, and I hope that you will plan to be there. We're going to have a good time together. This Sunday, we're going to finish up Acts chapter 13. I think it starts in verse 13 and goes through the end of the chapter there. It's kind of a longer section, but it's Paul and Barnabas continuing on their missionary journey. And once again, they arrive at a synagogue. They're invited to share the word. I love the invitation that they are giving. Do you have something, brothers, do you have something encouraging to share with us? And boy, do they. They share this, Paul shares this message of the hope of Jesus, and kind of gives a quick history of Israel, and brings them up to modern day of Jesus coming, and their response to it was mixed. We see that there were God-fearing Jews, and some of them were responded favorably. We see some Gentiles that were also there, that were God-fearing Gentiles, and they received the word. And then as we read later on, because they're invited back to share again, Paul and Barnabas are kind of ran out of the city. But a couple of interesting things happen. Paul says that the word was for Israel to accept Christ, but it wasn't to stop there. And then it says too that the God-fearing, or that the Gentiles received the word, and they were overjoyed to receive the word. And man, I found that very encouraging. As a chapter goes out, as they're ran out of town, the last line of the passage says that they shook the dust from their feet, but they were still full of joy in the Holy Spirit. And I love that. We're going to continue to talk about this theme of opposition, especially in the face of the gospel, as we share the word, as we share the truth. I'm continue to be challenged by that. I continue to be encouraged by that. And I pray that you are too, that you don't just... We have this tendency to want to avoid confrontation, right? We have a tendency to share things in a welcoming atmosphere. We tend to surround ourselves with people that are like-minded. But here we see once again that Paul and Barnabas go out and they seek those that need to hear the word. They seek those that need to hear the hope and the truth of the gospel. And we need to be doing that too. We all have neighbors and friends, probably even family, that may be opposed to things concerning Jesus, to things concerning the church. And so that can be intimidating, that can be discouraging. So we're going to talk about that a bit more on Sunday. And I'm challenged and encouraged, and I want you to be challenged and encouraged too, to see where God has placed us, as a mission field, as an opportunity that God has placed us there to share the hope of the gospel within us, to share what Jesus has been at work doing in our lives. We're called to simply testify. We're called to be faithful. We're called to share these things, and then allow the Holy Spirit to do what he's going to do. The results aren't up to us. And maybe that's sometimes the thing too, that we feel like, oh, I can't do this because, I don't know, we're afraid of the confrontation that we're having. Share your story. Testify about what Jesus is doing in your life. Be an encouragement. Be a source of hope. As messengers of the gospel, we're hope dealers. So be a hope dealer today. We're going to talk more about that on Sunday. We're going to talk about these things that we see inside Paul's message, how it's a call to freedom too. So a lot happening this Sunday. I'm excited about it. I pray that you are too. I'm praying for you. So I look forward to seeing you. Taco Sunday. It's going to be a great time. See you then.